In this video, I'm going to demo a use case of AITextBox related to customer support and brand management. Okay, so let's jump right into that use case. Let's say you have a bunch of brand guidelines or customer support training docs that you want your staff to have access to because you don't expect them to remember or memorize everything in the docs. But you still want them to follow the guidelines or make use of that knowledge when responding to customer questions. What AITextBox will allow your brand manager support staff to do is they can answer those questions that come from the customer in context of those brand guidelines or training documentation without having to memorize the docs. And they would be able to do that with just a couple of clicks. So let's jump right into a demo. So in this case, I've pinged a brand, Honey Perfumes, and I am logged into their account. And this is their brand guidelines document. And I'm using a smaller document, but this could be a lot longer. So now let's take a look at a question. The customer asks, do you ship to France? So all a brand manager or a CS rep has to do is select this question, right click, and hit on AITextBox generate reply. It'll take a few seconds, and when it's done, it'll copy the response to the clipboard. Now all I or the brand manager or support staff has to do is paste. Notice how it was able to answer this question, do you ship to France, even though it's not directly answered in the documentation. The question was, do you ship outside the US? And the response was not at the moment. And in this case, it was able to answer this question in the context of that question and the documentation. Now let's take a different question as an example. Do you offer samples? All I have to do is select it, right click, generate reply. It'll again take a few seconds. And then all I have to do is paste. There we go. So that's it for this demo.